Aqara.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about this. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, so they had another separate event. So just so like we said, there's a couple of these like one-off events that's outside of CES. I actually really liked the one that Samsung did because it didn't take away from CES and it didn't
Mm,
it didn't have to be a giant thing at CES where it's a little overwhelming and you have everybody's everything else kind of yelling at you at the same time. Um, but so Akara did a press event, so it's not really the same kind of thing that Samsung did, but it was more press focused, uh, where they wanted to announce some of your new products. The one that I thought was exciting, and I think you're in the same boat here, Phil, is their new smart lock, the U400. So it uses Apple Home Key and it has fingerprints. That's nothing special these days. But a couple of things it does is it also uses ultra wideband, and also is going to be adopting the Aliro standard when it comes out. So if you're not familiar with the Aliro standard, it is essentially think Apple Home Key, so where you can use your phone or your watch, just tap it to the door, and Home Key essentially does a secure exchange there, unlocks your door, verifies your identity. Yep, this is Rohan. Open the door, unlock it, and off you go. Aliro is a vendor agnostic version of that, right? So it's going to be an open standard. There's an actual Aliro working group, like there's a proper committee behind there. I actually had the chance at the community meetup, had the chance to talk to the gentleman who's in charge of that committee, um, and why it came about and what came about there and stuff like that. And again, that's a whole like a very deep conversation. I don't want to get into right now, but it is pretty cool. But also the ultra wideband functionality is really nice in the lock. So when you
mm,
take a Lero and when you take Home Key and and then you combine that with ultra wideband, the end result is now I'm walking up to my door, the door just unlocks, and you just walk in, and then the
yeah,
door locks behind you. So I'm not sitting there, no number pad, no fingerprint, no any of that stuff. I don't need to take my phone out of my pocket to tap it or my watch out of, and tap it if my hands are full. You literally just walk up to the door and it unlocks. Um, Now, to be transparent, it worked most of the time. I think just again, this was a prototype version, and in an environment where there's a lot of other RF and stuff like that, I think a couple of times that just you have to manually change it, and it was fine. And even as a one off, like listen, if it works, I don't know, 9 out of 10 times, I'm happy,
yeah. Like
right?
that environment, I was struggling to get reception on my phone to message you on WhatsApp or anything, right? So,
Yeah,
I can completely understand that in that environment, a demo of a Bluetooth device is not going to work as well.
no, exactly. And CES is really harsh on on anything radio, just because everybody their dog is broadcasting 7,000 things, and then multiply that with how many of our vendors are out there. But yeah, so that I was very impressed at. I'm Phil. You know this. I hate smart locks. I hate everything about them. Just I've just had bad experiences with them. But this is actually one I'm actually kind of excited for. I'm hoping it lives up to what we saw at CES.